Is it even possible to hit a child and expect that child to keep his or her mouth shut? Now, I've never witnessed a government that is deeply committed to oppressing and suppressing her citizens. A government that operates and exists in a constitutional democratic state that allows citizens to express themselves, air their opinion on different government activities and programs, yet frowns at oppositions and constructive criticisms. Tell me how you oppress someone and tell the person not to cry. Is it even possible to hit a child and expect that child to keep his or her mouth shut? Now, this is the present Nigerian government for you. They want to oppress you, they want to suppress you, they want to take your rights from you and expect you to act like everything is good or is well. Meanwhile, you are suffering and dying silently.
I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800.
So it happened that a very young, industrious, responsible, bold, and courageous Nigerian girl, after tertiary institution, set out to go serve her fatherland. You know, that first exposure to adulthood, you might just think that, oh, it's going to be an easy ride. But then the environment where you are would make you understand that this is not an easy ride. So that is the case of this very young girl who is serving her father's land under the umbrella of the National Youth Service Corps. This is her first time of ever staying alone or living alone or making decisions and acting like an adult. And being overwhelmed with the abuse, the hardship in Nigeria, being overwhelmed with the poverty and everything, she picked up her phone to speak about the ills and woes of the present government. And all she meets is threats and criticisms. So Rita Uche Ugoamaye made a disheartening video of how difficult life has become for her, even after trying her possible best to make sure that she meets up with her expenses. You know, in that video that she made that actually got people emotional, if that video doesn't get you emotional, then I'm sorry to say this, you're a heartless person. In that video, she lamented how she only worked to just sort bills and not even to plan for her future. This is someone in a stage in her life that she is supposed to be thinking about the bigger picture, even save for the bigger picture. But she cannot do all those things because of what? Because of how life has become unbearable, how cost of living has become very high in Nigeria. So in that video, she talked about how she goes to her PPA, how she goes for CDS with the 33,000 naira alawi the federal government pays her, and nothing comes from the PPA. And also how she goes home and come back every time to meet the security guy who gives her one bill or the other. Oh, you're going to pay for this one. We have the water bill, the electricity bill. We have this one to pay. And also how she recently went to shop for food items and she got a crate of egg for 6,500 naira. She came out to express her displeasure with how prices of goods and services are skyrocketing in Nigeria, and to also tell the president in her words that he is a terrible president, and to also ask Nigerians, why is it that you people are not speaking up? Why are you people acting like everything is all right?
When is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth. But we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We're ending up being poor.
Why are you people acting like you've got it all figured out? Meanwhile, in actual sense, you people are dying. Why is it that we have allowed that stereotyped mentality of we must always survive to guide us when we know that at this point we are not surviving?
I spend over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. And every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills. And I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired and I just want our money to count for something.
And people decided to unleash on her. I'm going to start with the NYSC officials. So under 24 hours of coming out to cry out about the hardship of the country, the NYSC officials from Etiosa, the local government inspector from Etiosa local government area, and also the Lagos State NYSC Secretariat called her severally to issue threats to her and even demanded that she go and take down those videos. And that was not all. On several NYSC WhatsApp groups, her pictures, her details were being disseminated and they declared her wanted. Is she a criminal that you declare wanted? We have some politicians who have embezzled public funds. We have politicians who have committed atrocities working freely in our society, and nobody is even ready. Even the agencies that are saddled with that responsibility, they are not even ready to go and hold those people accountable. Now, someone is exercising her rights as a citizen of this country, and what do? You declare her wanted as a criminal. I watched the video clip of the NYSC official, the woman who called her and was busy hurling insult on her and even asking her, who is she? Does she even think that she and the president, they are age mate? Now, why would she do that? Come on, will you go? The choice of words for me, like, come on, will you go and take down the video? And this brings me to the question, why is it that we are so tribalistic in this country? Why are we delusional? Why are we so sentimental? You see that this thing is black, but because you want to protect someone's interests, because of stomach infrastructure, because there is something you are gaining from a bad government and you don't want to lose it, you're now trying to give me 1 billion reasons why this thing is not black, but instead it is white. I really pity Nigerians because we really have a long way to go. No wonder someone said, if you want to change Nigeria, then you have to change Nigerians. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but just think about it, because Nigerians make up Nigeria. For you to be able to change Nigeria, then you need to change the mindset of the people who live in it. No wonder our politicians, they've weaponized hunger and poverty. They don't want to give you that basic amenities. Those things that are yours, they don't want to give it to you because they know that if they give it to you, you will not come dancing to the tune of their music tomorrow. You will not come playing that psychophancy role tomorrow. So they rather impoverish you, they rather keep you that place where you keep begging for bread every day so they can easily achieve whatever it is that is their goal. And this whole NYSC of a thing, self, what's even still the essence of us having that particular NYSC? Initially, it was to foster national unity and patriotism. But at this point, is it still living up to expectations? Because these core members go out there, they are being exploited. In some states, they are paid as low as 899 naira in a month. Now, look at Nigeria of today. What can 33,000 naira they allow we from federal government even do for you? Then what more can the 800 and something naira that you earn from state government earn for you? Some people is, they don't even pay these core members at all. All they do is just to exploit them, use them as they want, treat them as they want, and then dump them. These people are supposed to be federal government's children. Like, they are supposed to be taken care of, but they are treated anyhow. The federal government came out sometime September last year and announced that, okay, their alawi is not going to be increased to 77,000 naira. Till this very moment, is 7 months after, it is yet to be implemented. It's just promises upon promises upon promises. Nothing tangible has been done. And if you think that what this girl said is a lie, let me ask you, what is cost of living like in your environment, at least since this government came on board? You know, one thing that this government did that I think is good and bad, but it was not really followed well, is the removal of the fuel subsidy. Now, you removed fuel subsidy and you did not come up with things to cushion the effect of the fuel subsidy, even though you did, but it was not adequately followed. And now people have been thrown into abject poverty. Do you know the highest protein right now for some persons is even egg? And how much does an egg cost? An egg costs 300 naira. If you even see egg of 250 naira, you won't even like it. Egg costs 300 naira. An egg costs 300 naira. And you see the girl is lying. She shouldn't have done that video. Do we even want to talk about house rent? Is it electricity bills? Like, our electricity tariff has been increased and they even want to increase more. Is it our network providers? Where exactly will you start from? And you are going to say that, okay, this girl, what she said, it's a lie. Now you have a reason to come for her. Some person said her choice of words. Why would she say Tinubu is a terrible president? But English is English. Is the president not terrible or not? Is the president not doing doing bad. If the president is doing good, she would have commended the president. But the president is not doing good in any way. So she called a spade a spade. Funnily enough, the NYSC secretariat, they summoned her. She went with Omoyele Sowore, who volunteered to go with her, and some attorneys. And guess what happened? When they got there, the NYSC officials who called her and were threatening her and telling her, take down that video. How dare you? Who told you to do this? Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. They were nowhere to be found. What does that tell you? That these people, they are scared of our voices. So if you've been scared to speak up, this is the time for you to just voice it, say it the way it is, because there are 1 billion Nigerians out there who are suffering. Like, some persons have moved from being depressed to being suicidal because they don't even know what they are doing. Is it even businesses? Like, we don't have a good environment for doing business. Local businesses are shutting down. Since this government came on seat, not less than 10 multi-international companies left. And what does that tell you? That a good number of persons has also been made jobless, because when these companies, when they are exiting in droves, what do? They lay off their workers. And already we're even complaining of the high unemployment rate. Now these people would also come and join us, and there is no even room. Like, there are no new jobs. Businesses are shutting down. The cost of running business is very high. The president promised us that when he comes on board, he's going to widen the tax net, and he has done absolutely that, because if you check VAT, what we used to pay before and right now, it's not even the same thing. Like, you have a thousand naira with you, and you are thinking, what exactly can I do with these 5,000 naira? Now, the government said, okay, for the minimum wage, since we've increased the VAT, would increase the minimum wage from what it was previously to 70,000 naira. How many states are paying that 70,000 naira minimum wage? How many states are actually implementing it? So you see that from all ramifications, we are really suffering in this country. But what our leaders do not want us to do is to talk. They don't want you to open your mouth and say anything. That is just what they don't want you to do. And mind you, this crop of leaders were the same set of leaders who rose to power through protests, who rose to power through talking, who rose to power to condemning their predecessors. But they don't want that to happen in their own tone. And I have one thing to tell Nigerian youths. Honestly, if we do not come up, to stand against this government, we are the ones that will suffer it on the long run. Because during their own time, when it was time for them to build their career and build themselves, they had all they needed. But now it's our turn. You meet someone in his middle 20s or late 20s or even early 30s, and they don't have a direction in life. You're trying to get a direction, but the country is not giving you a direction in any way. So really need to speak up. And one thing that Rita has also done is that Rita has embarked on a 30-day rant challenge. If you go to X right now, you're going to see hashtag 30-day rant challenge, and some persons have gone ahead to now include hashtag Tinubu is a terrible president, to say things the way they are, to speak up, because it's like the more you keep quiet, the more these people think, okay, I think you're okay, you are good. So really need to stop, deceiving ourselves and put tribalism, put sentiments aside, then put sycophancy aside and say the truth the way it is. I'm not going to be surprised if tomorrow I go out to the street and I see some hired Nigerian youths with placard. Our Tinubu is walking. We're okay with his government. He's doing this one. He's doing that one. Leave the president for us. We like him like that. It only takes time. Now you are a year and 10 months in office, and look at how bad the economy is. Look at how bad the naira has been devalued. What would not happen to your remaining days in office? I don't know. Maybe before this administration is done, some of us, we are going to vanish into thin air, because it's not even getting easier. It's not getting better anytime soon. Every day, prices of things keep increasing, and you can't even say this is a way out, because when you think you've gotten a way out, the government was struck. And what would happen? You get back to square one. Some other delusional persons, I'm so sorry for my choice of words, but I just have to use that word, delusional persons, were of the opinion that the youth court member, she violated the NYSC laws. Now, this girl just expressed her feeling. she said the truth without telling a lie. So for me, she did not in any way flout the NYSC law. So I even wonder why those NYSC officials wanted her, why she was actually summoned. Thank God Omoyele Showole and his attorneys, they went there, and lo and behold, the officials who summoned her were nowhere to be found. You know, this particular incident also made some stakeholders in Nigeria to come out and speak about the oppression and suppression of this present government. We saw some key stakeholders in the Nigerian corridors of power come out to talk. Peter B, Atiku Abubakar, and some even Omoyele Showore as well, and a good number of other persons. Peter B even spoke how his candid suggestion, brings intimidation, harassment to him. So you see, this present administration do not even want you to say anything. But we operate in a democratic state. So what do you want us to do actually? And still in the heat of this whole NYSC saga, the president's son, Seyi Tinubu, over the weekend was seen at an event in Yobe State telling people that his father has given Nigerians the best economy ever. So he's seen no reason why we should criticize his father. He's seen no reasons why we should speak ill about their family.
It was never politics, but they keep coming for me. They keep coming for my family. They keep coming for your father. They keep coming for Ashwaju, Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu, the greatest president in the history. The only president that considered youth and student loans. The only president that's created a platform for young people to thrive. The only president that has created an economy that benefits everybody.
Oga, if you're not ready to accept criticism, constructive criticisms, why then do you even come out? If you and your family, you know that you don't want anybody to speak to you in any way, then you shouldn't have bothered coming out to contest, to be at the helm of affairs of a country called Nigeria. Why do you even come out? And you telling us that your father has given us the best economy and people are looking for ways to run away. The best economy and people are dying every day out of hunger. The best economy and people are there, languishing. If you go to hospitals, you see people who have been there for months for this because of what they cannot pay the hospital bills. The best economy, yet we have the worst health sector, we have the worst education sector. There is no sector in Nigeria that you can single-handedly pick and say, all right, this sector is functioning maximally. No, none is functioning as it ought to. Everything is just going left, instead of going right. This is the perfect time for Nigerians to come out and just speak out. We should not allow these present leaders to oppress us, suppress us, or make us not to say things the way they are. And if you're among those persons that are so intentional in protecting these bad leaders, don't worry. You think you're not affected today? Tomorrow, it's going to get to your turn. And best believe that when you come on social media and cry out, we are all going to pay deaf ears to it. So whatever it is you want, you better start right now to start speaking and working towards it. It might not affect you right now, but what about your children? What about your children? You think bad decisions only takes toll on people who are currently existing. No, it's a long-term thing. It keeps moving from generation to generation. Till this very moment, some persons are still blaming IBB for what happened in 1993, the 1993 general elections. They still believe that Nigeria is where it is today because of the bad decision that was made. Now imagine all the bad decisions that this present government is making. Where exactly is it going to leave us today? And for our leaders who have taken it upon themselves not to do the right thing, keep it up. But be rest assured that you will never have all the time to, show yourself. One day is going to come and you are going to account for everything. I would also love to hear from you and know what you think about this particular saga. Do you think the girl did any wrong by coming out to express her feelings, to express her displeasure with the present government? Do you think there was a problem with her choice of words, or she said things the way they are? And also for co-members as well who have decided to keep quiet about this, even knowing fully well that you are badly treated, what exactly is the color of your problem, or you are waiting for another election when you are going to be paid heavily for you to turn the ballot boxes upside down, or for you to steal the ballot boxes. What exactly is stopping you people from even speaking out at this point in time? Because I'm expecting her fellow compatriots, to rally support around her. I'm expecting them to also come out and speak out about the ill treatment they get, or in the name of serving their father's land. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this whole thing, and also about this government intimidating, suppressing, and oppressing her citizen. If you have a different opinion, good and fine, let us know in the comment section. And that's just that for today's edition of the Kiwi Show. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope to see you some other time. My name is Rochelle. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and please give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you some other time. Bye.